pandemic has put this nation's education system under more pressure than at any other time in modern history.
Across the country, the coronavirus abruptly forced at least 55 million kids from elementary school to college out of their classrooms.
Inequities and flaws that existed before COVID-19 have only deepened. Combine this with the whiplash of reopening policies and polarizing political fights,
and it's easy to understand the fatigue and frustration felt by so many.
Our country has responded to the pandemic with unprecedented federal resources to the tune of $189 billion. States and school districts have been given the power to decide how these funds are used. Leaders are under immense pressure to sensibly, but quickly, apply solutions to problems that affect our students and are crippling our education systems. They can't wait. Action is required in the here and now. They need real-time insight into what can make a difference in student and school recovery. So they need to know the most promising ways to put those recovery dollars to use straight away. And they need to consider how to sustain these efforts when that influx of funding goes away.
Despite the adversity, there are bright spots where schools are innovating. It is possible for our nation's schools to emerge from 2 years of turmoil, positioned for success.
We have the potential to make generational advancements in delivering high-quality instruction, supporting students and families, and equipping and empowering parents and educators.
The Collaborative for Student Success is proud to partner with the Center on Reinventing Public Education and the Edgeonomics Lab at Georgetown University on a tool that showcases innovative, high-potential actions that states, districts, and schools are taking right now that deserve to be replicated. Our platform, the EduRecovery Hub, identifies strong practices in recovery across a variety of school community needs, including approaches for accelerating student learning, supporting educators and families, and improving facilities and technology. We believe that by focusing our attention on these successful practices, we have the opportunity to help schools recover stronger and in a way that benefits all students.
We've already seen promising and bold examples of using these relief funds to meet adversity with ingenuity. Texas is making a firm statement in support of using data to target instruction and drive student learning. In Arizona, state and district officials are coordinating on large-scale expansion of early childhood education programs and modernizing K-12 transportation systems. Connecticut is using the funding to re-engage students who became disconnected during the pandemic by providing in-home family support for children returning to school. Practices like these and many others highlighted on the EduRecovery Hub show concerted effort on behalf of states and districts to support schools and families, not only in weathering the unpredictable nature of the pandemic, but also in redesigning the ways that they can succeed at the essential tasks of educating, protecting, and empowering children and their communities.
If there's any hope this massive infusion of funds will spark innovation, it must also directly involve schools and give power to those at the building level. We've seen what can happen when you give funding directly to schools, so they can decide how best to spend on behalf of their students. A few districts like Boston and Chicago and Denver have already embraced this option and are giving principals the flexibility to respond to the needs of their schools and to pilot new solutions.
We know we haven't captured every good example, which is why we're asking for help in identifying more. We also know that not all of these practices are going to work, which is why we're going to do our best to follow how they're implemented and how they're measured. The pandemic dealt a serious blow to our educational system. At the end of the day, we want our students to get back to learning so that they are best positioned for success. That's going to take sharing and building off of the most promising ideas and using the recovery dollars in the most effective ways possible.